Imagine this. You're alive, but trapped, stuck on a boat, in open water, and with every wave, death gets closer. You don't know when it hits, you don't know how, but you know one thing, you might be next. A hunter is out there, not normal, not human anymore. He worships sharks, calls them gods, and sees people as food. So now the question is, would you stand your ground, or become his next recording? Welcome to Movox Range, where every story isn't just a story, it's an experience, one that pulls you in and doesn't let go. So get ready, because this one, it goes deeper than you expect, and by the end, you'll be asking yourself what the real monster is. Everything feels normal until they're left behind. A tourist couple wakes up too late. Their group is gone. Just like that. They left it off at first, but this mistake changes everything. The girl, Haida, follows the plan anyway. They head toward the shoreline. They want something thrilling, something dangerous. Up close, a cage dive with sharks. Locked in steel, dropped into open water. It sounds like adventure, but something about it doesn't sit right. The man they came for, Tucker, is missing. Only his friend is there. He's taking a break, the friend says. No dives for a few days. That should have been the end. But then Tucker shows up, smiling too wide, watching them a little too closely. I'll take you, he says. You'll get the full experience. They agree without thinking and step onto his boat. The ocean stretches endless around them. Quiet, too quiet. Tucker starts talking about a shark attack from his childhood. He survived early. He shows the scars. Deep, jagged, real. His voice doesn't shake. It almost sounds proud. And that's when it shifts. This isn't just a story anymore. His eyes don't match his words. There's something else in them, something off. I got attached to sharks, he says, like it means something deeper. Haida nods slowly, trying to stay polite. That must have been terrifying, she says. Anyone else wouldn't come back. Tucker just smiles, a little too calm. It wasn't their fault, he says. And then, he throws blood into the water. The ocean reacts instantly. Shapes move below, fast, silent, circling. They're lowered into the cage. Metal creaks around them. Sharks glide past, close enough to touch. For a moment, it feels unreal, almost beautiful. They breathe slower. The fear fades just a little. No sudden moves, no panic. That's the rule. They come back up, smiling, alive, relieved. That was insane, they say. They thank Tucker, ready to leave, and then everything snaps. A blade flashes, too fast to react. He stabs her friend in the neck. No warning, no hesitation. Blood spills instantly. The body drops straight into the ocean. Haida freezes. Her voice cracks into a scream. But out here, no one hears anything. Just water and silence. Tucker looks at her, smiling, like this was always the plan. And in that moment, she understands. The sharks were never the danger. What he does next isn't shown. The scene cuts like it wants you to breathe. But it doesn't last. A new girl appears. American. Alone. Her name is Zeph. She's out on the waves, riding them like nothing matters. Calm, focused, free. But something is already shifting. She just doesn't see it yet. She heads to a gas station, her board still dripping. That's where she meets him. A guy, stranded. His car won't start. He asks for help. She hesitates. She doesn't trust easily. She lives alone, keeps her distance, but he insists again and again. And finally, she gives in. He gets into her van. The ride starts quiet, then turns into conversation. Easy, natural. They laugh, talk about surfing. It feels real, maybe too real. They stop outside his place. Time passes. Neither of them leaves. The air feels lighter now, like maybe this was a good choice. But small details begin to slip. A piece of fabric tossed aside. Something insignificant. Or maybe not, because somewhere out there, this isn't over. It never was. And the ocean is still watching. Her feelings start pulling her deeper. Quiet, heavy, hard to ignore. She looks at him. We should stay together, she says. This means something. But Zeph isn't built for that. She doesn't stay. She moves on. She won't even step inside his house. Keeps that distance. Like always, he goes in alone, just to make food, and when he comes back, she's gone. The van disappears down the road. Just like that. He stands there, silent, heart sinking fast. But Zeph doesn't look back. She heads straight to the beach. The waves call her again, like nothing ever happened. She grabs her board, starts fixing the fins, and that's when it shifts again. Something dangerous, moving closer. The fins are missing, gone. She looks around, spots a nearby truck. She walks over, starts searching. The truck door creaks open. It's Tucker. He steps out slowly, watching her, reading her. He hands her the fins. Easy, almost friendly. But his questions come next. You here alone? Simple words, but they carry weight. She answers without thinking, just like Haida once did. The same mistake, repeating. Tucker listens carefully. Every detail matters to him, and right then, it clicks. His next move is already set. The tension snaps inside him. One bad choice leads everything everything forward. He drives off suddenly, fast, aggressive. Meanwhile, a message appears from someone she knows. We should meet. It lingers on her screen. She wants to call, really wants to, but she holds back, pushes the feeling down, and that changes everything because Tucker is already behind her, watching, waiting. He grabs her, quick, controlled. A cloth presses over her face. She fights, then fades. Silence. He drags her into the car, like it's routine. Hours pass. Roads blur into nothing. Then the ocean returns. He loads her onto a boat, heads out, far from land. Morning comes. Her friend arrives at the beach, looking for her, but something doesn't add up. Her van is still there, empty. He calls her phone. It rings. Inside the van, he freezes. This isn't right. Tucker planned this perfectly. The board is gone. The phone left behind. It looks like she drowned. Just another accident, but far out at sea. She wakes up, cold, dizzy, trapped. A dark room under the boat. Her mouth is taped, hands tied tight. She struggles, panics, and then she sees it. Another person, bound beside her, still, silent. She screams into the tape, but no one hears it, because this place was never meant for escape. The ocean swallows every sound. No echoes, no answers. He looks at her, tired, defeated. No one's coming, he says softly. She refuses to accept it. Her fingers search desperately. Anything sharp, anything useful, but there's nothing. Just cold metal and fear. Then, her eyes lock forward. A name scratched into the wall. She freezes, breath catching hard. Someone else was here. Before them, they carved their name, right before giving up. The realization hits deep. This isn't new. This has happened before. She pulls harder at the restraints, desperate now, but the other one doesn't move. Just lies there, empty, like the fight is already over, like hope ran out long ago. Above them, Tucker waits calmly, fishing, like it's just another day. She whispers through the tape, will anyone look for you? A pause. They were with me, he says, but something happened. Here, she understands instantly. Tucker did this. All of it. What about you? He asks. She hesitates. Someone might have come, but not anymore. The words hang heavy. Back on land, someone still wonders, still searching for answers. But out here, time is running out, and hope is already slipping away. Because the truth is, this place doesn't let people leave. Something hits him hard. This isn't random anymore. He watches the van move away. Slow, deliberate, wrong. His mind races. That's her home. So where is she now? The question won't stop. It keeps digging deeper. This doesn't add up. Not even close. He turns instantly, heads straight to the police. Meanwhile, far out at sea, Zeph is still trapped. The night drags on. Every second feels heavier. She tries everything. Nothing works. Her body gives in. She just sits, empty. Then, her eyes catch something. A thin wire, hidden in fabric. Hope sparks again. Hyder starts working fast. Hands shaking, focused. The cuff begins to loosen. Then footsteps. Tucker is back. Food, water, calm face. The room burns hot. Air feels suffocating. Hyder grabs the water, drinks instantly. A quiet mistake. Zeph watches closely. Something isn't right. Tucker studies them. His eyes narrow slowly. Before he checks, give me mine, Zeph says. I'm starving. She pulls his focus. Just enough time. She drinks too. Tucker smirks, then leaves. Silence returns again. Zeph moves fast now. Back to the cuffs. But her vision fades. Hands go weak. The water. It was drugged. Her eyes shut. Too late. Darkness takes over. When she wakes, she's no longer below. She's tied to a chair. Tight, no escape. In front, Hyder hangs, strapped, suspended mid-air. The setup feels wrong, like a twisted game. A camera points straight at them, already recording everything. Tucker steps forward, calm, almost excited. Let's begin, he says. He cuts Hyder's hair. Slow, careful, strange. Then he starts talking. God isn't above, he says. He's beneath us, in the water. His eyes drift downward, like he believes it. Sharks aren't evil, he whispers. People are. His voice feels detached, like he's gone somewhere else. He pours blood into the sea. The water shifts instantly. Dark shapes gather below, fast, circling, waiting. Tucker smiles softly, like this means everything to him. He lowers Hyder down. Rope creaks under tension. Blood spreads wide. Hyder struggles above. Panic takes over completely. That movement triggers them. The sharks strike, fast, brutal. Flesh tears apart. The screams vanish instantly. The body slits, disappears, gone within seconds. Tucker doesn't flinch, just keeps recording. Behind him, Zeph freezes. Her mind shuts down. This isn't fear anymore. This is horror, real and raw. Tears fall silently, but inside, something breaks deeper. It's not just fear now. It's complete collapse. She turns to the wall, finds something sharp, writes her name slowly, then his, Hyder. Her hand trembles, and then she sees more. Names everywhere. Dozens of them, scratched deep into metal. Each one a lost life. Each one ended here. Her breath stops. This has been happening for years. Tucker isn't just insane. He's done this before. again and again. Above, tapes are stacked neatly, each labeled carefully, each holding someone's last moments. Hair tied to every tape, proof of what he's done. Haider's tape sits fresh. Another victim recorded, another name erased, and the next one is hers. Out in the ocean, pieces drift slowly, silent remains of what's left. Back on shore, someone keeps searching. He finds her surfboard, floating, alone. His chest tightens again. This isn't an accident. Night falls quietly, and below the deck, Tucker returns once more. He brings food again, like this is routine. Zeph snaps instantly, kicks the tray aside. "You think you're a shark?" she says. Her voice is sharp now. No hesitation left. "You're not. You're nothing but a parasite." The words hit hard. Tucker's face tightens. He turns and walks away. But Zeph is ready now. She breaks the bucket nearby, sharp edge in her hand, hidden, waiting, because she knows he'll come back. And he does. Syringe in his hand. He steps closer. One move, too close. She strikes. The shard drives into his neck. He stumbles back, bleeding fast. She grabs the key, unlocks herself quickly, runs. This is her moment, her first real fight back. But even falling, Tucker injects her leg. The drug hits instantly. Her body weakens. She climbs up anyway, reaches the deck, grabs the radio. "Help, please?" Nothing comes back, just static. Then she sees it. A boat in the distance, lights flashing, music loud, people laughing, celebrating. So close. She screams, waves her arms wildly, but the sound fades away, lost in wind and water. No one notices, no one turns, and behind her, footsteps return again. She turns slowly, camera in her hand, facing him. One final moment, because out here, survival isn't about strength, it's about who gets seen, and tonight, no one is watching. His eyes lock on the camera. That's all he cares about. Zeph sees it instantly. That obsession, that weakness. She throws the camera away, straight into the ocean, then jumps after it. No hesitation, a desperate gamble. One wrong move, she's dead. She swims hard toward the distant boat, so close, then her body shuts down. The drug hits again, everything fades. Tucker reaches her first, pulls her back, drags her onto the boat, ties her down again, tight, stronger this time. But something has changed. No camera, no recording, and without that, he won't kill her. That's the plan. That's her only edge. Tucker realizes it too. His face tightens. He turns the boat around, heads back to shore. He needs a new camera, leaves her tied behind. The risk isn't over. It's just shifting. Back on land, the search grows louder. Police start digging deeper, but her friend doesn't wait. He checks security footage, frame by frame, and then he sees it. Tucker's truck, parked right beside hers. A logo stands out. Tucker Experience. That's the lead. He follows it, tracks it down, and finally finds the boat. He steps inside slowly. Hears it. A faint scream. Below, his heart stops. He moves fast, lifts the hatch, and for the first time, hope shows up. He breaks the door open, rushes inside, and there she is, alive. Her eyes light up instantly. For a moment, everything feels over, like they made it, but something doesn't fit. "How did you find me?" she asks. He barely answers. No time to explain. She nods fast. "Go up, call the police." He turns, starts dialing, one step at a time, and then Tucker appears. Out of nowhere, he grabs him instantly. The phone drops, cracks on impact. The call dies. Hope disappears just as fast. Tucker hits him hard, again and again. Blood spills, but he fights back, pushes Tucker down, hands wrap around his throat, almost ends it, and then another hit. From behind, Tucker's partner joins in, confused, unaware. He doesn't know the truth, not yet. The fight spirals, no control left, just survival now. He hears her scream, and everything clicks. The truth hits him all at once. His face changes instantly. Regret, fear, too late, because it is. A hook drives into Tucker's head. Sudden, brutal. He drops on the spot, gone. But it's not over. His partner panics, grabs control of the boat, heads toward a remote island. No witnesses, no escape. He ties them down again, side by side, barely breathing. The moment hangs heavy. Her friend tries to speak. Something important, unfinished. But footsteps return. They're dragged above. The decision is made. One of them has to die. He throws a body into the water. Blood spreads fast. Sharks gather again, circling closer. Then lowers her friend down, slowly, carefully. The sharks come close, inches away. But he stays still. No panic, no struggle, just silence. And they don't attack. For a moment, it works. He's pulled back up, alive. But the man above watches, thinking, adjusting. This isn't over. Not even close, because the rules just changed. And next time, stillness won't save anyone. This time, he changes the rules, and it gets worse. He cuts into her friend. Deep, repeated wounds. Blood spills fast. Too much, too quick. Then he drops him into the water. This time, survival feels impossible. But then, a helicopter appears. Far above, searching. Zeph sees it. Hope sparks again. Tucker sees it too, and everything shifts instantly. He drags them back down, ties them tighter. The moment is gone. Her friend is alive, barely. Blood keeps flowing. He's fading fast. That small hope crushed again. Zeph pulls at the cuffs. Harder now. Desperate. Nothing works, so she makes a choice. A brutal one. She breaks her thumb. The sound, sharp, pain explodes through her hand. Still, not enough. So she goes further. She bites down, tears it free. Silence turns into agony, but her hand slips out. She's free. Finally, Tucker returns. She moves fast, slips past him, locks him inside. For a second, she wins, but he knows the boat. Another way out. He's back again. She tries starting the engine. It roars, then dies. He killed the system. No escape left. So she turns and faces him. This isn't running anymore. This is survival. They fight. Hard. Relentless. Her strength starts fading, but she doesn't stop. She dives into the water, toward the distant island. Lights flicker there. A wedding. People. Life. So close, but her hand bleeds badly. The water darkens around her. A shark moves below, silent, circling, and behind her, Tucker follows in a smaller boat, closing the distance. She pushes forward, fighting the pain, fighting the current. Almost there. Then he grabs her, pulls her back. Again, she fades once more. Back to the boat, bound again, but now he understands. She's the real threat, not anyone else. So he changes the game again. Her friend sits tied to a chair. Zeth hangs above, suspended. Then it appears, a massive great white. The water shifts instantly. Other sharks disappear. Even they move away. Tucker stares in awe, like he's witnessing something sacred. Perfect, he whispers. He lowers Zeph down, slowly, carefully. But she stays still. No panic, no movement, just silence. The shark comes close, inches away, then passes. She survives. This time, her control saves her. Stop, then something shifts again. The rope moves, just enough. She sees it. This is the moment. She breaks free, drops into the water, face to face with the great white. It circles her, slowly, watching, steadying. Her blood drifts in water. Still, it doesn't strike. She notices something, a scar on its body. Old, deep, familiar. It survived too, just like her. And suddenly, everything becomes clear. This was never about sharks. The real danger was always human. She turns back, climbs onto the boat again. A spear swings wildly. It hits Tucker. He falls into the water. The shark reacts instantly, grabs him, pulls him under. No hesitation, no mercy. The hunter becomes prey. And this time, the ocean finishes it. But in the chaos, Zeth slips again, back into the water. Her friend watches in shock. His heart drops instantly. No, he whispers. He thinks she's gone, just like the others. The silence feels final, heavy, crushing. But then, movement. She rises, breaking through the surface, alive, still fighting. He rushes to her, holds her steady. She's weak, but breathing. Still here. She lights a flare, raises it high. A distant boat slows down. Someone sees it. Finally, help arrives. They're pulled out, safe for now. But the ocean stays quiet, like nothing ever happened. Because out there, the truth still lingers. It wasn't the sharks. It never was. Think about it. If you were in her place, would you make it out alive? Or would you break somewhere in the dark? Because this story proves one thing. The real fear isn't in the ocean. It lives inside people. And sometimes that's far more dangerous. If you want more stories like this, dark, intense, unforgettable, then hit subscribe on Movox Range. Because here, every story stays with you long after it ends. We'll be back with another one soon. Until then, stay careful.